about now? Can you hear anything? Oh geez, okay. Oh, you can hear my voice now, that's good. And then let me just fix the game. Okay, so can you hear my voice and the game? Can you hear the game now? So hopefully right now can everyone hear my voice, the game, and see me and see the game? Awesome, perfect, okay. Phew. Yeah, I've been changing the settings a lot. Okay, I hear a little bit of an echo. Do you guys hear an echo? You don't hear an echo. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I will probably change the settings again by next time, but for now it seems like everything at least is audible, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So welcome everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Red and Blue with only one Pokemon series. Today we are going to be challenging Pokemon Blue using only a Lapras. The rules of this challenge are we only use Lapras in battle. We have other Pokemon we capture for the purpose of using HMs just to progress through the game, but they never are used in battle, not even for switching. No items are to be used in battle. Sometimes I use items outside of battle, but never in a battle. And the goal, obviously you can beat the game with the Pokemon, but the goal is to see how low of a level we can beat it at, and also just kind of gauge like how good is this Pokemon in general, how's its moveset, and yeah, it's been really fun so far. We've done Lickitung, we've done Tauros, Kangaskhan, we've done Jinx, we have done, the most recent one was Hitmonlee. Oops. I meant to pick new name, but in a way I feel like Blue is a fitting name for a Lapras run. Anybody in chat, if you have any suggestions for the name for Lapras, I'm open to suggestions. I have a name I have thought in my own mind, but I'm always open to suggestions as well. Who is the rival of Lapras? I feel like Lapras is so peaceful, it doesn't have a rival. I guess just the land. Or like Groudon. Can we fit Groudon? There we go. I should do Kyogre only in Gen 3. I really like Kyogre. There's this account I follow called like Kyogre Propaganda, and it posts pictures of like Kyogre smiling and all sorts of random stuff about Kyogre. It's really funny. Here we are at home again. You know what, I'll actually take the potion from the computer this time. I was, it's kind of funny, I've been reading a lot of the things that speedrunners do, and... Yeah, okay, you're gonna get in the way again. And, they had a really useful website that like said, like just lists of potions that you can pick up early on in the game. And obviously that's one of them. The other one from the market guy. There's that guy on Route 1 that just gives you like a sample. Which is really funny because if you go to the Pokemart, they actually don't have any potions for sale. So it's like he gives you a sample of something they're not selling. I just like envisioning an actual Groudon just being like, Grabs, I'm tired of waiting. I mean, that's how I imagine Groudon would sound if he could talk. This poor kid though, his grandfather, like his own grandfather, likes you more than him. So yeah, I replaced Squirtle with Lapras, obviously, so that the rival would choose Bulbasaur. A Pokemon that has hunted over... Excuse me, I can't read today. A Pokemon that has been overhunted almost to extinction. It can ferry people across the water. And the height of Wow, Lapras is big. The height of a Lapras is 8 feet, and its weight is like 485 pounds. I don't know if anybody watching this uses metric. I don't even know how to convert this to metric. Like over 2 meters. Maybe like 2.5 meters or something? I don't know. Yes, I would like Lapras. I will nickname you Lapras. I really like nicknaming Pokemon a name that sounds like when you pronounce it, you're just saying the name of the Pokemon wrong. So like, I like to nickname Abra Aber. Groudon receives the Bulbasaur. That's also a very good mental image. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so I nickname Abra Aber, Kadabra Kadaver, and Lapras, it just came to my mind this morning. Lapras. Go Lapras. Like, it just sounds like you're saying Lapras wrong. Alright, this is interesting. I have Water Gun and Growl. Let's try a Growl. I'm actually more disadvantaged during this first battle than if I had had Squirtle, because I have to use a not very effective attack. But this is very good for it's gonna be very good for Brock. And I guess it also helps that his growls can't really affect me. How much does his tackle do? Oh, not that much. I suppose as a single stage Pokemon, Lapras probably has better defense than like your average starter. I should actually pull up its... I have its learn set pulled up, but let me just double check its stats. So it has this special of 95, attack and defense are at 80. It's quite good. Its stats are quite high. I didn't realize its stats were quite that high. I feel like you don't see Lapras much except for in the context of surfing. Like, I don't remember people using Lapras in competitive settings. I don't think there's Mega Lapras. I think I heard there's Dynamax Lapras, but I don't really know what it looks like because I haven't played the new game. And there's no Baby Lapras or like Evolved Lapras either, even to this day. I wonder if we'll ever get one. Like, I'm sure most of us thought that, for instance, Farfetch would never evolve, and then they actually brought out an evolution of Farfetch. So like maybe that will happen to Lapras one day. Looks like you picked the wrong Pokemon, bruh. I mean, really, you're just reducing my attack stat when I'm using a special attack, so that's kind of your error there. But we can't all be the Pokemon League champion, can we? I'm gonna try to see how far I can get on minimum battles, because definitely Brock can be done. Oh yeah, I wanted to pick up that potion. Yeah, so he says he works at the Pokemart, but really he just hangs out on Route 1, first of all. Like, if his job was to distribute samples, Route 1 seems like a pretty inconvenient place to do such a thing. Because there just aren't many people around. But maybe he was walking between Viridian and Pallet. This is a lot of encounters early on. Excuse me, Rattata. My cat has stopped blocking the screen, but is still staring very intently at the screen. It's very interesting which games my cat likes or doesn't like. Like, in some games, the movement on the screen interests him, like it looks like a bird or a mouse or something to him, so he tries to like grasp at the screen. and other games just don't interest him at all. Sometimes it even looks like he's watching TV, which is really funny to me. I mean, I guess in a way he is, but you know, like as a cat, he doesn't really comprehend what's happening. Now he's trying to attack Ash. This is okay, buddy. You gotta move. Either you're gonna stand in front of the camera, or you're gonna not be blocking the screen. That was hilarious. I wish I could have a camera on my monitor to show that. He just like pawed the screen at Blue's icon. It was so cute. I actually really like Lapras. I recently got myself a shiny Lapras, and I was very pleased about that. Okay, he's blocking the screen again. Okay. Okay, buddy. You know how it goes. You block the screen, you gotta say hello to the chat. Kitty time. Yep, that's what you get. You wanna block a screen, you gotta say hello to the world. Just keep saying hello to the world. Okay. There you go, buddy. That's how it works. That's the deal. He's been exceptionally spoiled lately. He, last night, he was meowing very angrily for additional snacks. Like, I always give him a snack in the evening, but he wanted just more, I guess. And I was just like, you're so spoiled, you know? Like, I just gave you a snack and you're complaining. Or sometimes he'll even still have a snack in his bowl and he'll meow again, like as if he doesn't have anything to eat. And he always also like constantly has available to like wet and dry food too, so he's really just being spoiled. I think he knocked the camera sideways a little bit. This way it's more centered. Right, so my Lapras, I got shiny Lapras in Soul Silver, and it was literally, I forget how many times I soft reset, but it was under 1,000. I think it was like 950 something, which is just absurd, because that was the same copy where I got a Mawile in under 600 encounters. Like, that's the older game, so it's like it should be 1 in 8,000 for a shiny. But I got a Mawile in under 600, I got a Lapras in under 1,000, and I got an Nincada. Like, I was also seeing if I could get something from the bug catching contest. And every single time I was just kind of like, alright, this is probably going to take forever, but, you know, I have, like, this regular old DS. I might as well just, like, you know, in the background have it soft resetting or doing random encounters, because you don't really need to focus on it or look at it to do that. And then that just like, it was insanely good luck every time. I mean, to be fair, I have tried others. Like, I think I looked for about 500 barrels so far. No barrels showed up, but statistically speaking, the rate at which that card was getting shiny Pokemon seems unusually high. I tried a couple times in like the Gen 3 games as well, and I just didn't get any. Like, I would do 1,000 encounters and not get any. So I guess it's just like, if you do enough hunts, some of them will be really low, but so far all the really low ones were on the same game, which seems funny to me. One thing I did just notice about our Lapras is that she is not leveled up to level 6 from the first battle, so her level up group is at least somewhat slow, which is not as ideal because it takes longer to level up. I don't know how else to explain it. And then there's the item here, right? This is also a potion, isn't it? And there's that antidote in the forest. I always get the antidote just because, like, there's that mandatory battle with the Weedle, so it's good to have that antidote there. I think I'm gonna try minimum battles. Water gun should be pretty solid. There's this kid. Alright, let me see how I have to do this. You know, I actually have a map of the forest that is, it shows the squares that are less likely to cause a encounter. Yeah, so, oops. Might as well take that. Now we've got a couple antidotes in our hands. I guess if you go down this way, it's impossible, except here. Like, oh no, this way. Yeah, it's impossible to get any encounters if you like stick to the right here, and then what's the next part? Then you go down the center, this one. Speedrunners just memorize the whole map. You can get one encounter right here. Okay, I didn't even get one there. And then the last area, there's no way to escape it. It's just a decent chance of getting an encounter. Hello, Greg DeWiz. Sorry if I replied late to you. I was looking at a map, but thank you so much for stopping by. I always appreciate it, and thank you for the well wishes. All right, let's roll Bug Catcher. I'm slower than the Weedle. I guess that makes sense because I'm pretty low leveled. I didn't even level up once from the rival battle. Let's see how much this does. That's brutal. Lapras is pretty strong. Lapras is stronger than I thought she was kind of a middle of the road Pokemon, but right now she's seeming very strong. Of course, it's still early game, so later game maybe will be different, but the water type in general, oh, I don't like that. I don't think he can, I don't think there's a way for him to not lose here, but it's still annoying to have to use the antidote. Okay, there she goes. She finally leveled up once. She might be in the same group as Tauros. I feel like Tauros also took a little while to level up. Oh, you know what, actually? There's another potion there. The potions doesn't actually do a huge amount though, because I have to go to the shop anyways because I have to buy Pokeballs to get the Spearow and Paris. But I don't know, I guess I just saw them and figured I might as well pick them up. I'll go ahead and heal. I'm like, I don't even need to heal, but I should probably heal. That would be a little bit too arrogant. So I buy like, I mean, I guess I should wait till after Brock, but too bad. And then I'll just go ahead and get like a couple paralyzed heals. I don't think anything can really burn me. Yeah, let's just go ahead and see how Brock goes. I have a reasonably good feeling about this. I'd never like to say before a battle that like, oh, this is definitely gonna go well, because it's because every Pokemon is different. There's no way to know in advance, but this seems promising. I'll put it that way. Just the fact that she has a 4 times effective move, and she also seems to have fairly good defense. Like that level 9 Weedle wasn't doing anything, even though it was several levels higher. Geodude's head is so bumpy in this. A lot of these look really different from the art they ended up looking like, which I guess that's why they had Pokemon Yellow, where the art was based on the TV show. That was literally the dumbest thing you could have done, Geodude. Like, I know you don't have too many options, but that was the worst. Alright, she's not leveling up too slowly. Alright, get him, Lapras. Okay, so as long as this is like a 2-hit or whatever, then this is a freebie. Whoa, whoa. It was almost a 1-hit KO. Lapras is a beast. I'm excited about this run. I mean, obviously this is a little bit biased early on. Like, there will be things that are harder later. I don't know how the Lieutenant Surge is gonna go, but that was insane. That was probably the best Brock battle we've had out of all of them. Even, I think it was better than Hitmonlee. Because Hitmonlee still had to take like several turns. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I can just go down straight here. It's funny, from these runs, I've learned that doing the movement carefully is actually pretty difficult. I always used to think that like people that speedrun Pokemon, just because it's so much of it is just like, you know, pressing A. I used to think, oh, it's not as hard to speedrun as like, you know, a Mario or Metroid or what have you, but in some ways it really is. It really does require a lot of like careful, like even the movement that is in this game, even though it's not as it's not like you're going to get hit by something while you're walking around. It's still hard to move the most efficient way. Alright. I like how Caterpie stands up better to Water Gun than Onix. I know it's because of like the types, but just the mental image of Caterpie being more durable than Onix is really cute. It's also going to be funny later in this run because we're going to get like a second Lapras just for free. What's weird is I never really used Lapras so much when I used to play through this game as a little kid. Because I usually would pick Squirtle, so that would usually be my water type. But it's actually a really good Pokemon that they just give you for free. They give you a lot of things for free in this. Like the Ice Beam being really easy to get, Body Slam being really easy to get. It makes it so that like half the runs require a Body Slam pretty much because it's just so overpowered. What I could see being an issue here is running out of power points for this water run, because I'm down to like 14. And then I'm actually wondering, do I want to just go to the Pokemon Center now? Because I think I am going to do that, just because if I run out of water guns, it will be extremely difficult because I will have like 40 Rowls or something, so I can't just struggle my way past the last couple ones. I'm also excited Lapras learns Sing, so that will also add some interesting strats later on. But let's keep rolling out. One thing I did learn is that it's always faster to go, if a trainer you have to battle, it's faster. They're comfy and easy to wear. I love this kid. It's faster to go up to them and talk to them than to let them walk to you. I don't remember why that is. but it is faster. I guess it takes time for them to do that little exclamation point, and then like walk in between doing the exclamation point and walking. There's like a little bit of extra time, which I guess is how people figured out that glitch where that time in between them doing exclamation point and them actually walking over to you, you can use that like split second to fly away and confuse the game as to whether or not you're in a battle. Let's keep it up, Lepers. I'm also curious how Misty will be. I can double check actually my learn set here, especially now that I'm stuck. Moves learned, generation 1. So she actually learns Body Slam naturally at 25. And she does not learn the Mega Punch, which you'd think would be kind of obvious that she doesn't learn Mega Punch, but which Pokemon can learn which move, I never assume anymore because it's quite random. But what that does mean is that for Misty, I don't think we'll be at level 25. So if we have to use Water Gun, because I don't think, I guess Sing will help us. Probably Sing. The other thing I could do is skip Misty and do the boat first, but I really don't like doing that because then you have to walk through that tunnel twice and it eats up more time that way. I think Sing should help. It is kind of annoying though. I'm looking and let me double check. Can she learn Seismic Toss? Because there's only so many. No, she cannot learn Seismic Toss. There's only so many TMs you get early on here, so our options are kind of limited. So Mega Punch is available in Mount Moon. Seismic Toss is available around the Cut Tree on Route 25 north of Cerulean, and I mean there's a TM for a Water Gun in Mountain Dew, but we literally have Water Gun. But yeah, Lapras eventually learns Confuse Ray, which is really, really cool. I think between Sing and Water Gun, because her Pokemon one time resist my Water Gun, but they're also going to be using mostly water moves, but they have like Tackle and stuff. I'm not sure how intelligent Misty's AI is. I don't know if she knows to not use water type moves, but I don't think so. I believe she chooses her moves randomly as well. Because I've seen run-throughs before when somebody was using Pokemon that were like obviously weak to water, like Charmander or whatever, and then Misty just uses like Tackle instead of Bubble Beam. So I believe that she chooses her moves randomly, but I'm not 100% sure. Then we have to fight this kid. You can fight my new Pokemon. I feel like Lapras is just very underrated. It's kind of surprising if you think about it that Lapras doesn't have an evolution or like a Mega. I don't think it has a Mega. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it does not have a Mega evolution. Sometimes I forget because like there were so many Mega evolutions, and during the time that like Gen 6 and Gen 7 came out, I was playing less. Like especially during Gen 6. I kind of took a break from the series after Gen 4. So like Gen 5 I didn't really play, and then Gen 6. And then I came back when it was Gen 7 was out and Gen 8 was like announced. So, but then I just kind of went back, and then this past year, having quarantine and everything has just made it that like I've had a lot of time to get really familiar with the whole series again, because I was always like a really big fan, but there was a gap in the middle, so I'm not 100% familiar with more modern stuff, including like who has Mega Evolutions. And I also get confused between which generation are Pokemon from. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. A lot of the Pokemon that were actually introduced in Gen 5, I thought they were from Gen 6. I believe there's actually an item in one of these rocks in the upper left, but I don't think that we need that item. Actually, no, I'm thinking of Fire Red Leaf Green. There's no item here. Now good old Mount Moon. So we can pretty much... I don't even know if I want to bother to get the rare candy here. I mean, I probably should. This is, most people already know this. Most people that came here will probably have heard me say this before, rather. But the reason why we don't use repels in Mount Moon is because we cannot buy a repel before Mount Moon. I guess in Fire Red Leaf Green you can buy a repel before Mount Moon, and a lot of people don't realize that in original Red and Blue you may not. So that means we're just at the mercy of the Zubats. Somewhere here, right? Is this it? Yeah, got it. Okay. There's about like at least 5 or 6 rare candies that I always pick up. I just kind of memorize their locations because it's I usually don't use them unless it's, I think I don't need this, but yeah, I can sell that later if I need some money. But we do want to keep our eyes out for a Paris. Shit, you know what I didn't do? Actually, I didn't get a bird. Shoot. I'm pretty sure I can get a bird outside Cerulean. I'm actually going to pause for just a second and double check this. We can get a bird outside Cerulean. I was getting so comfortable with just dashing through these runs that I blanked on that. There's this girl I always have to avoid. I remember being really jealous of the girls that have Clefairy because it's kind of difficult to find Clefairy. Of course, in at least a couple of these runs I've actually come across a wild Clefairy. You know, now and when I'm in a time when I cannot capture the Clefairy is when they show up to me. Gotta dodge this kid. Dodge this hiker, I think he is. We do need a Paris though. The Paris is easier to find on lower levels. So if we don't find him on this level, then hopefully a Paris will show himself in this tunnel. They like these tunnels. Paris, 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 Paris. You are not Paris. I clearly stated that I need a Paris. Let me double check to make sure the next area can still have Paris appearing. Yeah, Paris can still appear in the next area. Wait a minute. Yeah, Paris can appear actually in... He can appear in every area, but he becomes more common the further into the cave you go. The reason why our buddy Paris is so essential, we need somebody that can cut trees and dig holes. The true unsung heroes of these runs is Paris, if you think about it. Paris and Spiro / Pidgey. Why don't we catch a Zubat to fly on? Because Zubats cannot fly. I don't know why, I don't know how they decide which Pokemon are allowed to learn how to fly and which are not. But Zubat is considered not allowed to fly, or not capable of flying, I should say. Scyther is another one that I always thought should be able to fly, that is not allowed to learn fly. I think it can learn fly in some later games, but in this game he cannot fly. However, Doduo and Dodrio can fly. So that's a nice little mental image there. It would be really cool if Gyarados could fly. Like, the mental image of flying around on a Gyarados seems really interesting to me. So many Zubats and not Paris yet. Why you gotta be that way, Zubat? If we cannot get a Paris, I think we can also consider a Sandshrew. Let me make sure that, yes, so we can just get actually a Sandshrew if we can't get Paris. We still have a little bit more time to look, but I feel kind of despondent that we haven't found one so far. But right outside Cerulean are both birds and Cuddy boys, so we don't really have to worry about that. My level is ridiculously low right now. I just realized level 12 is the lowest I remember being at this point. I mean, this is minimum battles, but still. Zubat is really cute, actually. Its design is really cute. It's such a pity that Zubat turns into Golbat. But Crobat, again, is a pretty good design. So you just have to kind of tough it out through the terrifying Golbat phase. Be Paris, Paris, Paris. I guess the more I chant Paris, the more Zubats will approach me. I'll say before this battle, I can't imagine... I don't know, actually. I can't imagine what it's going to be like. I never understood why in this, the Super Nerd is like standing on the... Not even standing, he's like kneeling on the ground. It's like his position is very weird. Should I just water gun through? Maybe I should use a growl for if... Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Okay, now I have to growl for a while. Oh, that's cool. And I just realized that I did not turn off the animations. I've been wasting precious seconds on animations here. Oh my goodness. I don't know why the music note made me realize that when like the water gun animation did not. I feel like I'm gonna run out of water guns. It's gonna be really annoying in the route above Cerulean. because I don't know if I have enough power points to make it through there, and I do not believe you can get an ether that early. I can look it up shortly, but oh, okay. So there is actually an elixir, and there's an ether at the end of that route. That's what it is. Well, the question is, I think you have to fight an extra trainer to get that elixir, though. So if we're going for minimum battles still, which, like, so far it seems like minimum battles may be a possibility. Then I wouldn't want to fight that extra trainer just to get a PowerPoint healing item. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing kneeling on the ground like that. Thanks, Lord Helix. The picture I chose for this one, actually, I believe it's from Twitch Plays Pokemon, because it shows, like, Red just bashing the Lapras with the Helix fossil, and I believe that's what that is from. Oops. Okay. It'd be nice to at least have Sing before I have to do the next. Shoot, what am I doing? Why am I battling a wild Zubat? I was too interested in what am I doing, guys? I was too interested in looking at the mesmerizing Helix Fossil animated GIF or GIF. I think it's pronounced GIF because the G in it stands for graphic, right? So I guess we're not gonna get a Paris, but we can get a Sandshrew. I'm gonna go ahead and save here because I don't want to run out of Pokeballs. Come on, Sandshrew or Spearow. Cool. Come on, Spearow, join us. We have so much fun in here. Nice. Let's learn about Spearow again. It eats bugs and grassy areas. What's a bug? Do you mean it eats caterpies? Alright, time to actually change these settings. Fast, off, set. Nope, we already have one. Thanks. Sandshrew, please. Sandshrew might be a little bit more annoying because I won't be able to weaken it before throwing a Pokeball. But usually when I catch the Paris, I don't weaken it at all before throwing a Pokeball either, so. Oh, Sandshrew! Look at this cute little buddy. How's it going, friend? How's your day? Would you care to join me? Please? Would you please join me? Oops. used to hunt for food. Cool. Do I want to give a nickname to my new friend? No, I would not like to. Let's keep rolling out. Definitely heal here. I really like in Pokemon Yellow, they have a little Chansey. The Nurse Joys just have like a Chansey working with them because it's based on the TV show where that happens. It's very cute. I am just gonna, like, my level is ridiculously low. Level 13, this is insane. I'm gonna try, I really hope that this rival battle will go smoothly. I'm a little bit scared. I'm gonna be like half their level. Not half, but like 2/3. Alright, here comes Groundon. Pidgeotto. I can't even hope to use, I can't even hope up to level up enough to get to use Sing. Okay, that's a critical hit. I might be in a little bit of trouble here. I might have to use some rare candies. Because this is not ideal. And how am I gonna beat the Ivysaur? Okay, that at least gets me to level 14, but... And no items, so I'm not gonna heal here even though I could. Yeah, I don't think... I always try even if it doesn't look like I can win because sometimes the AI just is completely silly, but it doesn't look good to me. Like, I'm not seeing how I can win at this level. Especially because my moveset is so limited still. If I had Sing, that would be a different story, but... Oh geez. Yeah, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and use those rare candies, and then hopefully because I have two. I have access to two. I have the one I got in Mount Moon, and there's one in the guy's house in Cerulean, or actually in his backyard. So that would boost me up to level 15. How close am I to level 14 actually? If I can do like one, if we're already not doing, oh man, that's close. I will try first doing the two rare candies because I learned Sing at level 16 and I think Sing is going to be pretty important for this battle. However, if I agree to drop minimum battles, there we go. If I agree to drop minimum battles, I think it makes more sense to level up to level 14 and then use the rare candies because I'm very close to level 14 right here. Oh boy, here comes a friend again. Here we go. Here's the cat, demanding to be its center of attention. That's all you get, Lucky. Say hello to the camera. Oh, he's so cute. The attention hog. Yeah, because at this level, if I do the rare candies before leveling, then my next level is 900 experience points away. So I might not get enough. I think I'm gonna have to rely on Sing for the Ivysaur. I can't see how else I can do this. And we get Sing at level 16. At least I'm pretty sure. I looked it up before starting this. Oops. with that's even worse. With sand attack. And this is why I say in the beginning, the Pokemon I use for 8 gems, I won't use them even to switch in the middle of a battle, because right here, if I switched, my accuracy would go back to 100%. But I don't do that. It's a solo run as much as humanly possible. So the other Pokemon are really only there to, you know, cut down trees, which is something that a Lapras apparently is not capable of. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it to level 16. I mean, gonna miss. That's probably gonna kill me. Hyper Fame is pretty strong. Okay. Another miss. I mean, that's annoying. Okay. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll just defeat like one Sandshrew or something to, 1 or 2 probably is enough to level up. And then I will use the 2 Arcanies. Do I have them here? No, I have to pick it up again. I want to memorize the exact square that this one's on anyways, because I always waste a little bit of time just kind of fishing around for this square. There it is. So that's like 4 trees from the right, I guess? I don't know. I know it's on the center row of the 3 rows at that little yard. Alright, let's kill one of our buddies' brethren now. I really just knock out anything to see. A Rattata's fine too. See how many points I can get from knocking out that. I'm hoping it'll only take a couple wild Pokemon to get to level 14, and then at level 16 I'll have Sing. Ugh, literally, like, I'm like 9 hit points away from leveling up. Cool. Yeah, Sing is gonna be... Sing has pretty low accuracy, so I don't want to be relying on it too much, but for this particular battle, I think Sing is pretty necessary. I might have been able to squeak by just leveling up to 14 and then, like, naturally leveling up in the battle. Or maybe just leveling up to 15, just using one rare candy. But I think I just start at level 16 is better. Of course. Look who has to say hello. You're really friendly today, buddy. This is like, what, the 5th time he's tried to get in the stream? You're on the stream now. What he does is he will block the screen, or else he will... Okay, now he's like demanding pets. I'm busy, buddy. You get me the other like 23 hours a day. I didn't save before this. I should have saved. I feel reasonably good about this. I don't know. There's a lot of luck involved. Especially the Ivysaur is a little bit scary. Alright, let's try your new move, buddy. You're slow. Cool, that's good. That literally lasted 1 turn. Okay. So Sing isn't gonna be useful if it doesn't hit. Okay, Okay, God, I do not want to be sand attacked. Of course. Now level 16 is definitely doable. It's just, you have to have less than horrible luck. And the sand attack is really brutal. I believe sand attack reduces accuracy from 100% to 75%. It's pretty ridiculous. It is nice that they give you this one, like, freebie Abra. Oh, it actually hit. That's amazing. Like, the odds, of course, and that total waste. Is this gonna kill me? Hyper Fang is very powerful. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, so I think I can get the rare candy exactly now. Perfect. There we go. I kind of have it memorized now. Let's just go ahead and level up to 14, then use the 2 rare candies. I think the 2 is necessary. Like, even with 2 rare candies, I need to actually have Hypnosis hit, so it's still a little bit of a risky strat. Hello, Ratata, or Ratata as some people pronounce it. I like how his little feet are white, but the rest of his body is like purple or whatever color it is. You jerk! How dare you attack me first? Don't you know I'm LAPRAS? There we go. Level 15. And level 16, there we go. Sing. Sing is it's risky, but if it works, it's gonna be really good. I believe the accuracy of Sing is either 50% or 55%. It's quite low. I think they kind of knew that Sleep was really broken, so they made the moves almost no move had a very high accuracy that could put the Pokemon to sleep. Except Spore. But then they only gave Spore to Paras and Parasite, which are very crappy Pokemon. I didn't heal before that, did I? I'm just gonna heal before that. Thanks for everyone's patience when I do some foolish things. Actually, we're about an hour in, so I'm gonna do a really quick break for hydration, stretching, bathroom. I suggest if you're watching also take this opportunity to remember to hydrate, and I will see you guys in a minute or so. Nope, that's not the thing. There we go. Alright, and we are back. Hope everyone got some water, or I personally have some green tea here, iced green tea. That's tasty. Alright, save before this battle for sure. And did I heal? Okay, I am healed. My cat is blocking the screen yet again. Okay, buddy, this is like the 10th time today, but If you want to say hello to the world, go ahead. Say hello to the world. Oh no, you want to move around? Okay, well just not in front of my screen, okay, buddy? He's so cute. Okay, down you go. Okay, okay, he's sitting on my lap now. That's a good compromise. It's a little, you can't see, but I don't know. Maybe next time I'll zoom out my camera so you can see my lap with the cat on, because he is just being extremely friendly. You know you won't get extra snacks just because you're cute, right? Alright, let's go take down Groundon. Too much land, needs more water. 7.8 out of 10. I always end up with like cat hair on my face. Alright, go to sleep, please. Okay, that's okay. Okay, okay. Please sleep this time. Cool, alright. I guess I could even get some water guns in if I really wanted to, because this, like, what a number of hits is this on this video? Like 1, 2. I mean, at least he stayed asleep once he fell asleep. 3. That's a 4 hit. I am a little bit worried about Ivysaur. Especially because I can't even, there's not really anything I can do against it. I can't growl. There's even cat hairs on my keyboard now. Good job, buddy. Good job. Alright, down goes Abra. That critical hit was not really needed there, but thank you anyway, Lappers. Sleepy time, please. Nice. Good job, Lappers. Good job, we got this. Good job staying asleep. How many hits does this take? 1? Oh. Apparently just 1 if it's a critical hit. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, alright. Oh, he's still a Bulbasaur. I thought it was an Ivysaur. I guess it's the level that it should be an Ivysaur, but in fact he kept it as a Bulbasaur because he's foolish. Or the game just wanted to be a little bit nice on you. This is gonna be like a million hits. Oh my god. 1, at least like 8, I think. See, first. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay. Okay, so I'm resisting it a lot. Like, even though it's super effective against me. And he's using Tackle sometimes, so he doesn't exclusively use the super effective move. Come on, we're almost there. Well, we win. Yeah, because we win, but that was agonizingly slow. We need Body Slam for you, Lappers. Body Slam and Ice Beam. Ice Beam is gonna be super nice though. I can't wait to get Ice Beam. Oh my gosh. Go down, Groundon. Today is a day for the way of the sea. I really like how they just use the phrase Pokemaniac. Like, I don't think the phrase Maniac was used that way. But now I feel like it's kind of a thing. I do like that. My favorite music in this game, at least in Red and Blue, is the Rivals theme. And I definitely do need to heal here, which is super annoying. Just because of, not even because of hit points, but because of power points. So I'm gonna have to make a decision when it comes to Body Slam, right? So, because you get it on the SS and I do not think that I will be level 25 by then, but maybe. There's a lot of trainers to fight in this next road, so we'll just have to see. But if I'm not level 25 by then, do I want to bother getting Body Slam when I know I'm going to get it for free at level 25? Like, Lapras just learns it at level 25. Which is also a bit crazy. Let me double check her learn. What else does she learn here? Lapras. She learns Ice Beam at level 38, but I'm definitely just gonna go ahead and get the TM for that because I don't want to wait that long, and Ice Beam is really powerful. I guess she learns Hydro Pump at level 46, but I feel like I will have probably just want to go to Surf because level 46 is a bit of a ways off from when I usually get Surf. And before then, all I would have is Bubble Beam, and I don't like the low power points of of Hydro Pump, and I also don't like how it has low accuracy. So even though it's more powerful, I honestly prefer Surf. So I think I will just teach her Surf. It's risky because there is no move forgetter in this game. So if I teach her Surf, she's gonna have Surf for the rest of her life. That's it. There's no way around it. I forgot to heal my poisoning just now. Let's just see how this goes. How many does she have? She has 2. She has a Pidgey. I have a lot of health. I mean, it would have been more rational to get rid of the poison, but let's just see how this goes. The funny thing is you can also choose between, when you arrive in Cerulean, you can choose to fight Misty before your rival. But like 9 times out of 10, you're not going to do that. I think the only cases in which you would do that is like, I don't know, maybe like a Pikachu only or something like that, where you very easily can defeat Misty. Alright, let's go ahead and actually use these items that we've acquired. Oh, I ran out of antidotes. I guess I used all 2 of the ones I got for free. We're gonna want to be leveling up to super potions pretty soon anyways. The first place we can buy those, I believe, is Vermilion. And Lapras seems to have pretty high base HP, because we're already at the point where a super potion makes more sense for her, because she has 77 HP. I keep saying her, but I don't actually know if this Lapras is male or female. I believe Lapras, the species, has a gender rate of 50-50. I always thought Lapras just kind of seems, something about her seems very feminine to me. Fun trivia fact, I recently learned that Lugia, the creator of Lugia, originally intended for Lugia to be like a female-only Pokemon. But then they ended up making Lugia gender neutral to like appeal to more people, I guess. And the creator really hated that, and like he always felt like bad that Lugia, because he wanted Lugia to be like the mother of the sea, I guess. Like he wanted to have like a real maternal theme with Lugia, and then that doesn't happen obviously. Like before I had read that interview, I had no idea that Lugia was supposed to be like a female only type, because it's in the game it's gender neutral, right? Most of the legendaries are, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but Cresselia is always female, I believe. And Heatran can be male or female, which is kind of cool. I think Heatran is the only legendary Pokemon that can be either or. Like there's some that are always female, like with Latias is always female, Latios is always male. But I'm not sure if there's anybody besides Heatran that could be either male or female. And what else? So it is actually true that the way they calculated the genders in Gold, Silver, Crystal is such that when you upload Pokemon from Red, Blue, Yellow into Gold, Silver, Crystal, you can, they will have a gender, but you have to do that to learn what its gender is. You won't know in the Gen 1 games because they didn't have a gender yet. Which I always found kind of interesting. Like, there's all this secret information that you don't know until you get them into Gen 2. Like, whether or not they're shiny is another thing. Almost no wild Pokemon in Gen 1 can be shiny, but if they are like a gift Pokemon or a Pokemon from a trade or a stationary Pokemon like the legendary birds, those all can be shiny when you trade them to Gen 2. They just need to have the right stats. So people actually do, they'll like catch it with a Master Ball and then check its stats, and if it doesn't have the right stats, they just soft reset the game and try again. It's pretty intense. Because you can't, obviously it's not going to sparkle the way they sparkle in Generation 2 and onward. So you really have to just look at its stats, which to me I feel like that would kind of remove the fun. Like part of, like my favorite part I guess of the shiny hunting is when it first shows up on the screen and you see it and it's a different color and it sparkles and like your heart just kind of skips a beat. I really love that feeling. I used to not really shiny hunt, but I've gotten really into it over quarantine, and it's so thrilling. I understand now how people do shiny hunting. I used to think like, how could you reset the game so many times? Doesn't it get tedious? But it really doesn't, because if you're doing it while like I only do this while I'm doing something else, so I'll be I'll have a game open and I'm resetting it, but I'm not focusing solely on that or even primarily on that. I'm mostly focusing on I'm watching a TV show, or I'm using the computer to do something. I am running out of PowerPoints for my sole attacking move. How many Pokemon does this guy have? I will save here. If he has more than... I will just go back to the Pokemon Center. To be honest, I'm just going to go back to the Pokemon Center. Because I don't think 2 water guns is enough. So that's going to add a little bit to our time on this one. Just having to go back and heal this. Then there's that ridiculous ether that you only get at the end of that route, when it would be really useful if you could pick up that hidden ether in the middle of that route. It would make it much less scary to try and get through it. It's especially bad with this Lapras just because she has Growl, so you cannot, you can't just get by with Struggle even, because you'd have to Growl 40 turns before you could do that, and that's just absurd. But I do like checking out the Gen 1 Pokemon in the Gen 2 games just to see if they are male or female. And a funny thing I did recently is I was playing the Virtual Console version of Crystal, and I looked at my trainer card and it has the little female mark next to, on the Pokemon it says original trainer, and I chose the girl character, so it says original trainer Lisa female sign, which I find really funny because in later games they don't do that, right? They don't indicate if the trainer is male or female, they just indicate if the Pokemon is male or female. So it's well, okay, so my trainer has a gender too. Does that mean my trainer is in an egg group? Does that mean my trainer can breed with a Ditto? I mean, I don't really want to go down that line of thought, to be honest. But it was just very funny to me that they were like, let's try this for exactly one game and then never again, because I think they realized it was extraneous information. The other really funny part is if you connect to a Gen 1 game, or if you connect to Gold or Silver game, the lady in the Pokemon Center makes you change your appearance into that of the boy trainer, which isn't too bad in those games because they were a long time ago, so it could theoretically be you just put on a hat. but it's still kind of funny. It's like, yeah, in the past women did not exist, so if you want to communicate with the past, you have to disguise yourself as a male. That was pretty straightforward. Fun tip, if you ever just want a lot of money in these games, you can talk to this guy. He gives you the nugget before you battle. So just lose the battle with him, and then keep coming back up here as many times as you like, and you will keep getting a nugget. I believe this does not work in the remake Fire Red Leaf Green, and I have no idea if it works in Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, but it definitely works in this version. Can you learn Thunder Wave? Aw, that's too bad. You never know, like I'm always testing it. Yeah, so if I wanted to get the Ether, I think I have to fight that guy, and I do not want to fight that guy really. Although, I'm not even sure if it's faster to fight that guy, or if it's faster to walk all the way back to the Pokemon Center. Because if I fight the guy, if he has like, I believe he just has like an Onix, or he might have a Machop, but I think he might have things that can one-hit KO. So it actually might be faster to fight this guy than to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center. But let's just see, how many do I have? I have 21. I mean, maybe I will hit level 25 soon. I just got up to level 19 just by doing these few mandatory battles, so... I think this girl's mandatory, yeah. Hi, my boyfriend is cool. That's nice, miss. Ah, the dreaded other lass. There can only be one last. It is me, not you. Get out of here. A true lass does not need to rely on her boyfriend to win a Pokemon battle. I was in bad condition. Yes, you were. You've brought shame to the last name. You're never gonna make it to the Pokemon Collector if you just stand there all day. I like how Dude has like that hand symbol. Like it looks like he's saying like get out of here. It's my way or the highway. This is, Hikers and Mama are gonna be piece of cake. Even the Machop should be not a problem. Oh, the Machop's a red one. That would be very scary if Karate Chop was properly typed as a fighting type move, because I am weak to fighting type moves. However, unfortunately for him, the Karate Chop in this game for some reason is a normal type move. I believe in future generations they corrected that and made it a fighting type move. But there's a lot of weird things like that, like Rock Climb is not a rock type move. I believe Dragon Ascent is not a dragon. I think it's like a flying type move. Like there's a lot of moves that have the name of a different type in them. The Collector has many rare kinds of Pokemon. That's nice. Yeah, so I think it's right after her. But I think I'm doing pretty good on power points actually, right? Yeah, 12 is fine. That's plenty. Maybe I didn't even need to do that extra heal. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Alright, looks like we gotta use Sing again. Mist, by the way, is totally useless. I believe what Mist does is it doesn't allow my stats to be lowered or something. I mean, it's very situational, but for most of the situations I can think of, it's not going to be useful. And Absorb is going to be annoying because it heals it too. Come on, just fall asleep. Does this lovely individual have a Bellsprout for her second Pokemon? I'm trying to remember. Come on, that's 5 times in a row, dude. Let me just go to sleep. Go to sleep, please, Oddish. What the hell? Please, Oddish. How many times is this gonna miss? Is there? No, because it did hit once, so it's. Dude, it literally missed. What was it? How many times in a row was that? Like 10. What? I'm going to die to a freaking Oddish. Okay. Okay, there we go. That is cool. Thank you very much, Oddish. I don't even remember if the last one I saved it. I did not. That was literally like an accuracy rate of like 10%. That was not a 55% accuracy rate. And I don't think Oddish lowered my accuracy or anything. Alright, yeah, I gotta do this again. Okay, well that's fine. We get to see these lovely individuals again. Stretch my neck out a little bit. I really like Lapras's ears. They're very cute how they like kind of curl up like that. I don't know how they help her hear, but they're very cute. Yeah, so this is the lady with the boyfriend. And I remember if you fight this other trainer, he talks about having a girlfriend, but they don't stand next to each other. So I don't know if they're just like taking their own space, or if they're talking about like they both happen to have a boyfriend and girlfriend, but they're not each other's boyfriend and girlfriend. Nidorann's very cute too. A lot of these, like, they're actually very cute. These little, even though they're very outdated sprites, I still like them. I don't know if it's nostalgic goggles or what, but like that Nidoran, I like that Nidoran. And then I was in bad condition. That's such a weird thing to say. I don't know anybody who talks like that. A lot of the text in these games actually is a little bit weird. They tend to leave off articles, I've noticed. So like, articles being like the or and, especially the thes, they tend to leave those off. So like, your rival says things like, I was filling out Pokedex. Yeah, like it should be I was filling out the Pokedex, or I was filling out my Pokedex, but he just says I was filling out Pokedex. Or my absolute favorite line in the whole series, the you are ready for Boss Rocket. Like, nobody talks that way. Like, you are ready for the Rocket boss, maybe. You are ready for the boss of Team Rocket. He's just missing so many words. Why use many words when few words do trick? But it seems like specifically before like all capital letter words. I do know that officially speaking, the plural of any Pokemon is the same as the singular, and I'm assuming they just did that because it would be a mess to try and make them all have plurals. But I still tend to want to say them with an S at the end for a plural. So like Lapras, Laprases. Even if you say that, oh, there's a pod of Lapras there, I want to say Laprases. Alright, this beautiful lady. I'm not permitting swearing on here. I'm just trying to avoid using a negative word that's a little bit too hateful, I guess, but this lovely, lovely individual who is very kind and has her Oddish. She has 3 Pokemon. If these are all grass types, this is going to be hell. Okay, that's 1 miss. I'm gonna count them. That's 2 misses. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So far so good. Cool. Pidgey is fine. I can handle Pidgeys. Alright. Another Oddish. Okay, that's 3 misses. Maybe I should just... But if it's not a critical hit, it's not gonna do enough. Okay, 4 misses. 5 misses. So far, I've used it 7 times and 5 times were misses. That is way less than a 55% accuracy rate. I should be getting like 3 misses. Okay, I think we're all good because I think there's 2 hits left here, and yeah, even if Oddish wakes up on that turn, it would have to wait till the turn after to attack, and down you go, you cursed plant. Get out! Get out! Nobody likes your Oddishes. That's not true. I'll do like a solo run of like Flareon or something, and then I will like her Oddishes very much. Then we just go ahead and fix Bill. I don't know why he couldn't do this himself. Even if he was turned into a Pokemon, he looked like the type of Pokemon he was would be one with hands. Yeehaw! Fun Bill fact, I guess in the Japanese version, Bill has an accent of like Osaka, like Western Japan, which is considered more like folksy or whatever. So originally in English, his accent was supposed to be based on like a southern US accent, which is why he says things like yeehaw. And he says things like, I can't stand fancy news. But then I believe in the TV show, they actually gave him a British accent. So it's very interesting dichotomy. And I almost forgot to pick up my ether here. Thanks for the ether. Now my cat is trying to lick my hands. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for helping clean my hand. Alright. Do I want to fight the rocket guy first, or do I want to fight Misty first? I think Misty's a little bit scary, so I think I will fight the rocket guy first. But I'm gonna heal first either way. That was a long journey. It was filled with many Oddishes. I can't wait to get the bike. It'll save a lot of time. Lapras unfortunately cannot learn Dig. I had looked that up. This guy should be fine, but Misty is a little scary because I'm not gonna have I just can't make it to level 25 that quickly. Close, but not that close. So it's gonna be another battle where I really need Sing to work in my favor. However, I do feel confident we can get through it. It's just I'm gonna need Sing to not miss like 90% of the time. The funny thing about statistics is even if I understand them, I still get frustrated by them. Like, I know a lot of people will claim that the battle towers in these games are rigged, and that is like factually inaccurate. Like I've actually looked at it, and they them in the I mean like the battle frontier in like Gen 3 and Gen 4 for instance, they use the same statistics as always, but it just, you remember your losses more, so you feel like it's more likely. So I'm sure it's true like that with Sing too. Like I'm sure I'll have some battles where Sing works like every time. But even though I understand that rationally, it still feels like Sing is working like only 10% of the time. I wonder if I should bother fighting the other swimmer. I'll try without, because I think I should be able to beat without. I feel like it's gonna be like dealing with those oddities where I just need better. Oh, do you sneeze? I don't know if you guys can hear that. My cat just had a little sneeze. He's a little sneezy wheezy. Alright, let's go. Let's dodge this swimmer, and then there's the other one that you must battle, which will also be a good like litmus test for how hard it's gonna be, because she also has obviously water type Pokemon. It is kind of funny how she like blocks your path to Misty. Let's go. Junior Camper with the Goldeen. Sleepy time. Okay, see, so now it's hit one time. 100% accuracy so far. Oof. Yeah, this is gonna take a little while. Oh no. Please just fight through it, Lapras. Lapras! Lapras! Good. Good job. Good job. Way to go, sweetie. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Lapras. We're just gonna go ahead and heal up before this next battle with Misty, and you're gonna use Sing, and it's gonna hit, and everything is gonna be beautiful. See, I'm already falling asleep from the Sing. Oops. Oh no. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. I don't know exactly how that thing happened, that it kept pressing the right button, but I have fixed it, so let's just pretend that never happened. Alright, here we go. Gotta do a little save. What is your approach when it catch Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. Actually, funny story, Misty. My policy is also an all-out offensive with a water-type Pokemon. Fancy that. Oh, it's faster. Okay. Okay, that's one miss. 50%. Okay, we're now down to 30% accuracy. Okay, now we've done it 4 times and hit only once out of 4, so it's 25% accuracy. Okay, 20% accuracy. There we go. Now let's see how much damage a pitiful water gonna do. This is gonna be brutal. I mean, I can deal with this, but Starmie is scary. It's not doing only like 1 hit point. That's at least 2 hit points. No, it's gonna be like 5 or 10 or something. I don't know how much HP this Staryu has. I would guess it has a little bit less HP than Lapras because we're the same level, and I would guess that as an unevolved Pokemon, I'm probably as a Pokemon that can evolve versus a Pokemon that cannot evolve, I'm probably stronger. Starmie. Alright, here we go. Let's see how many times this misses. I guess it's good that she's using X defense because those don't affect me. Okay, 1. Alright, so far we have used this 8 times and it has missed 6. Do you have to wake up right away? This definitely hits way less than half the time. I don't know what the real accuracy rate of that thing is, but it's definitely way below 50%. It'd be nice if I could get a critical hit or something. This is a very interesting thing to imagine visualizing, like a Starmie. I don't even know how a Starmie falls asleep, right? Like, where are its eyes? What does sleep even mean to a Starmie? Wow, now that it finally fell asleep, he got a really long sleep. Oh, that critical hit did barely anything. It's not even better. Okay, but I think we're good. Tank it. Wow, you even tanked a critical hit really well. Good job. And we're done. Yes, yes. Woohoo! Woo! That was it was very slow and tedious, but we did it. We did it. Like one piece of long hair that's getting in the way. I will definitely use that. Actually, well, I am not fighting through that valley, and I was thinking maybe I should have deleted Growl because I need more power points, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Teach it dig yet? I actually forgot to teach dig to my digging buddy. Thanks, Andrew. You're a bro. Cool. Now we're just gonna go ahead and go through the agonizingly slow tunnel, but we only have to do this one time. Then we'll get a nice bicycle and things will be much faster. Little street. I never really understood what those things on the sides are. Like those are clearly fences, but then like these things, like, are these rocks? They just look weird. Save here because there's a few like hot spots where I have to dodge trainers, and I'm usually pretty good about it by now, but sometimes I just walk right into them, and this is one of them.
Sorry, Burb, we already have our Burb. Yeah, so this kid I can dodge like this. And then these two, sadly, you have to fight them. They're just vibing, just hanging out. Let's Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam should be more powerful than Water Gun, so that's kind of exciting. Yeah, Bubble Beam is quite powerful. It's gonna be quite useful until Surf comes along. Just didn't work. And then this guy. What's funny is you cannot dodge these guys, so that's why I walk right up to them, but if you try to, they'll notice you and walk up to you, and then they'll be like, huh, you want to talk to me? And it's like, dude, literally you walked up to me. They're very particular that way. I suppose what I will do in terms of whether or not to get body slam is I will try to just beat I'll try to do without body slam and see if I get to level. Nope, that's not what I want. I feel like I have more money than I usually have. I didn't battle extra trainers. I need to buy a few antidotes. Shoot, they don't sell antidotes here. I'll have to get them in Cerulean, I guess. It's very random what they decide to sell or not. Just rolling down the pier. This is definitely, I remember when somebody asked like, how are you going to make it through the SSN without healing? And it's like, fun fact, you only have to fight the rival at the SSN. Nobody else is required to battle. Just don't go in there. Just don't go out on the deck. I do like, if you go onto the deck, you talk to all the people on there. There's one guy that's like, my pa says there's 100 kinds of Pokemon, but I think there might be more. And I was like, who? Like, I understand that, you know, they thought there was only 151 Pokemon or whatever, but who thought there was like 100 Pokemon? Did I save? Ugh, I'll make a save state. I hate using a save state. I think I did save before. I think I did just save, but sometimes I have like that short-term memory loss. Like I do things and I forget I do them. Should I even bother singing or just Bubble Beam? Well, if the thing actually hits today. Definitely I need to have Sing for definitely for Ivysaur and maybe for Kadabra. I think my special is high enough honestly that I can probably tank Kadabra's hits. Like I also can only hit him with a special attack, so that's kind of annoying, but yeah, I'm actually very tanky. I think Lapras is supposed to be tanky. Like I think defense is supposed to be one of her high points. So that's cool. Come on, you need to grow like 2 more levels. Honestly, I don't need Body Slam for Lieutenant Surge. I can just, because he does not resist water. So I can honestly just keep using Bubble Beam. It's just a question of how much damage will the electric moves do. Yeah, here we're definitely gonna sing. Wow, sing hit. Okay. Okay. Let's see how brutal this is. How many bubble beams do I need? 1, 2, at least 4. But I think maybe 5. Okay, I mean if he's gonna be foolish and use Leech Seed, that's fine. It didn't even hit. That is very unlikely. I believe Leech Seed has like 90% accuracy. Okay, wasn't critical hit, and down you go. Oh yeah, I think I don't need to get the Body Slam. I will just wait for a level. Or 2 levels, I guess, but I will just wait 2 levels and get it. It's very fortunate that Lapras just learns Body Slam. Smellia. Excuse me, sir. I don't know why this helps the captain. Like, if I'm seasick, I feel like the last thing I would want is somebody to touch my back or any other part of me. But, okay, I don't need to talk to you so many times. Let me just cut. The other thing is, for Surge, do I have enough power points? I have that ether. I think I can use that ether, guys. I think I can do this. I think I don't need extra battles here. I should definitely see it though, since I beat the rival. And theoretically, a bad turn of events could have resulted in the rival beating me, I think. Theoretically, at least. I believe somebody calculated the actual, like, strict minimum number of battles you need to do to beat the game, and I think I believe it's less than 60. It's somewhere, like, in between 50 and 60, I want to say it's like 55 or 56, something like that. But it's a lot lower than people would think. Because that sounds like a lot of battles, but then you remember that, like, there's 8 gym leaders, there's 5 rival battles, there's the Elite Four, and once you take all those up, it's like the number of random trainers that you must battle is pretty low. I'm definitely gonna get some potion. Definitely want to at least heal up before this. I'll use the money from Surge to buy some antidotes in Cerulean. Yeah, because I'm gonna need a couple of these. Lapras has a lot of HP. Like, even though her level's a little bit higher now, I think her HP is disproportionately high. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and try and take on Surge. I mean, I think you can just leave him for later also. He teaches you, he doesn't teach you, but he gives you permission to use Fly. So there's, what was I gonna say about Fly? It saves time later, so it's ideal to go in this order. Okay, that was very, very lucky. The very first trash can I looked at, which is good. I don't want to spend as much time roading around trash. Okay, that was not it. Let's do a little reset. Let's try this again. So it was not the can to the left. How about the can above? Yeah, so the funny thing is that the guy tells you it has to be a can next to the other can, but in fact there is one location it can always be, which is in the upper left. So it wasn't in either of those, so I believe it is in the upper left. I will be shocked if it's not in the upper left, let me put it that way. I will never forgive Lieutenant Surge for making us search in trash cans that are filled with trash. That is just very... Yeah, so it's always in the upper left. Not always, but often it's in the upper left if it's not anywhere else. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that ether. I do want to just make sure to find the other ethers that I pick up throughout the game. I tell you, kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They would grab my enemies into paralysis. It's kind of funny because in this game they refer to Lieutenant Surge as being American, and then in a later game he says he's from Unova. I guess because like Unova region is supposed to be based on New York. But it's like they kind of retconned that whole thing. Yeah, Sonic Boom is actually not bad, right? Because I have a pretty high HP. The scary thing is going to be the Pikachu and the Raichu with their Thunder Shocks. Although I don't recall that, I don't believe that the Raichu knows Thunderbolt. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, Thunder Shock is going to be bad. Oh, wow, 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 okay, wow. That was not bad at all. Wow. Okay. I mean, I definitely had to use the ether because I didn't have enough power points, but oh. So we have to think about what to do here because if he is faster, let me check his learn set. If he is faster and he can one-hit me with that Thunderbolt, then we're in trouble. Vulpix. I've been thinking about it. I'm interested in Vulpix versus Growlithe. Which one is better? Okay, Pokemon Red and Blue. No, that is not what I wanted to click on. His Raichu knows Thundershock, Growl, and Thunderbolt, so I believe it will use Thundershock or Thunderbolt. So I believe we should be okay here. We just need him to use Thundershock, or possibly the earlier parts have to go smoother. Let's just see how this goes. The Pikachu actually only knows Thundershock, Growl, Thunder Wave, and Quick Attack. So it could also be interesting if the Pikachu uses Thunder Wave. That could be annoying. I also don't know if I want to put the Raichu to sleep. Don't want to put Voltorb to sleep. Oh, that's right. He can also use the X-Speed. I forgot that. I like how he has some of the fastest Pokemon in the game, and then he's like, nah, I'm just gonna use it. Come on, use it again. Oh shoot, he did Sonic Boom. I was hoping he was gonna use another X-Speed because I lowered his speed stat with my Bubble Pea. Oh, that's silly. Pikachu. Yeah, that's not ideal. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. Should I put this to sleep? But I think it's not worth risking the low. Oh geez, can you survive this, please? Yeah. Okay, so we can survive a Thunderbolt. But oh shoot. Okay, I am gonna have to use Sing. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. Okay, Sing definitely doesn't miss like 90% of the time. Alright, I see what to do now. I know what to do. I know the strats. I just have to have it, I have to have Sing actually hit, and then just have it stay asleep for at least one turn. That Raichu is pretty tough. I believe in Pokemon Yellow, they changed their teams to be more like in the TV show, so I believe that Lieutenant Surge only has the one Raichu like he did in the show. Instead of having a Pikachu, so like it wouldn't be like your Pikachu versus his Pikachu. But, what was I gonna say about that? The Raichu is actually pretty tough. I believe it's actually harder. Pokemon Yellow, I think, is harder in general, like the teams. And starting with Pikachu, honestly, is harder too. I still think Bubble Beam is the right call here. What else does this Voltorb know? He always using Sonic Boom. He also knows Tackle and Screech. So I think Sonic Boom is probably the strongest move he has against me. I'm not sure, but his Tackle is... Yeah, I really don't care for that. Because if he gets 2 Sonic Booms on me, and then if the Pikachu gets a Thunder Shock on me... Yeah, okay, or Thunder Wave, that's scary. That's definitely scary. Okay. Sing. Okay, cool. Use your weaker attack for no apparent reason. Okay, he fell asleep. That's good. But I'm still paralyzed. Okay, he's asleep. Okay, I'm fighting through we're fighting through this paralysis. Good job, Lapras. Good job. Still asleep. Fully paralyzed. Still asleep. Yes! Yes! We did it. Woo! Yes. Love it. You love to see it. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Good job, Lapras. You did very good. You fought through your paralysis. I knew you could do it. Thank you, Lapras. You special kid, take this. What does it give me? Thunderbolt, right? It's so broken. Thunderbolt is too good of a move for him to just give away. And then Sabrina, that jerk, only gives you Psy Wave. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I can learn Thunderbolt? I mean, heck yeah. I'm definitely doing that. Wow. That is a good move to have. Why can Lapras have Thunderbolt? Does she like call sea storms or something? Like I mean, I guess she's like a sea creature, and sometimes like there's bad thunderstorms while at sea, but I didn't realize that she could... I mean, Gyarados can learn Thunderbolt too, actually, right? I don't know. I was actually just kind of jokingly looking at it. I didn't think that she was going to be able to learn Thunderbolt. That kind of blew my mind a little bit. Just a slicey boy, and now we get to do the creepiest part of the game, where we talk to this super duper creepy dude. I've collected over 100 Pokemon. So this is what they're to me. If you look at the text, it, cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. So are the dots signifying that this is what he is saying, and he just pauses at random times, like hug it, when, sleeping, warm, and cuddly? Like, is that how he's talking? Or is it supposed to symbolize that you're like zoning out and not listening to everything he said? Because if that's the case, it also doesn't make sense, because then it says hug it when sleeping. Like, there's not enough words in between there. So I can never figure out what exactly, I don't know, it's just a very weird conversation, slightly uncomfortable for some reason. Like, something about the way this guy talks about his Rapidash feels a little awkward to me, I don't know. Now finally we get our bike! Oh, and if anybody watching is new to this, I just dug my way out of the Pokemon fan club in Vermilion that brought me back to Cerulean. So that is the wonders of Sandshrew, sometimes Paris. Usually Paris, actually. This is the first time I've used a Sandshrew. I really love that little trick. It saves you a good amount of really very boring walking through that tunnel. And it just looks cool too. It's like, it's one of those things you would never guess unless you learned like speedrunners were doing it. It's like, why can I just get through? You know what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna do a little bit of item management right now even. I usually forget to do item management until my inventory starts getting full, but it would be really better to do earlier. So like TMs can go away, escape rope can go away. The beloved helix fossil can go away. Sorry, buddy. Nugget. Yeah, I don't even need a nugget. I'm not turning for money right now. TMs. The boat ticket. At least it's called the boat. Cut. We're all set with cut. Pokeball. We don't need to catch anything. Oh, no. I want to put all of them away. And then I want to buy some antidotes, just in case. I can't remember what everyone in that tunnel has. Maybe they don't even have things that can poison me. But I think maybe they do. In later games, you can assign a shortcut button to use a key item, starting in Gold Silver onwards. However, that is not the case here. So every time we use... I'll go ahead and buy like one Burn Heal and like one Awakening. And some more repels. But what was I saying about, yeah, so you have to go to the start button every time you use the bicycle. That's why it's important to reorganize your inventory so that the bicycle is at the top, to spend like the least amount of time sorting through your inventory. The thief is gone. We can just go ahead and hack slash away. You have to fight this girl. I actually didn't check. I hope she's not just Odysseus. She's gonna be just Odysseus. I knew it. The second I said I hope she's just not just Odysseus, I was like, she's gonna be Odysseus. Paralyze. Come on. Whoa. Poison. Good thing I got that antidote, I guess. Is it just me or was grass not resisting electric there? I thought grass resisted electric. Oh yeah, it is resisting, okay. Okay, I mean, if you're gonna be foolish, Bellsprout, then, you know, you do you. With your weird little legs. Why did that do so little? Oh man. Don't do this. This is annoying. I'm bored. Okay. Down you go. Rat plus poison is actually a very good strategy. This girl actually has very good strategies. The reason why I keep using Thunderbolt is because I'm hoping it'll paralyze somebody. But I guess I just don't have that much luck. I guess I have to worry about power points a little bit on this road because there's a few trainers on this road, but they're not as many as you think. Because there's the last girl that looks like she should be able to see you, but she can't. I call her the girl that needs glasses checked. Because you're like 2 squares away from her and she just can't see you for some reason. Man, Thunderbolt can paralyze, right? Shoot, 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 shoot. Come on, don't die here. Don't freaking die here. Okay. Don't die. Don't use rap. Very unkind individual. Okay. Well, you know what? That's cool. That is very cool. I don't remember where I saved last. I know I saved after the gym. I guess we'll just find out. Did I save? Shoot, I did save after the gym, right? Do I have the badge? Shoot, I have to do this over. Oh. Okay, that's my B. I should have saved. You know what? I'm gonna do a very quick break right now because we're actually past 2 hours. So be back in a minute. I do hydration breaks. Suggest everyone else also hydrate. And I will see you guys shortly. Hello, I'm back, and we are back. So I will be doing Lieutenant Surge again, and I will talk about other things since we just did Lieutenant Surge, so we know how it's gonna go. Literally in the 2 seconds while I was pouring in myself a glass of delicious water, I clicked on Twitter, and I saw people tweeting about whether or not there will be more new evolutions, like evolutions of Eevee. And Screech is fine. Screech is good, actually. And somebody was saying that there won't be because every special type Pokemon there is an Eevee form. So we were talking about Pokemon that were special type before they started assigning types to moves based on the move versus the type. So in generations 1, 2, and 3, each move was either physical or special type. And it was only starting in in generations 1, 2, and 3, the type of a move was the determinant of whether it was physical or special. So, for instance, water type moves, every water type move was special. And every fighting type move was physical. Poison, every poison type move was physical, and so on and so forth. My Chew's feet look so funny. It looks like he's wearing like tap dancing shoes. So during those time periods, entire types were physical or special. From generation 4 onwards, it was every individual move. So for instance, like Surf was a special type water move, but Waterfall was a physical type water move. And that was good for balancing. It was also good in terms of lore. But if you look at those generation 1 through 3, the types that were classified as special type, there's now an Eevee of all of them, and down you go, Raichu. This was actually smoother than the last one. Look at that, no damage. Well done, Lapras. You did even better the second time. Well, now we know the first win wasn't a fluke. So it's actually also a very easy way if you're used to newer games where each individual move is physical or special, and you don't remember in older games which types are physical or special. If you think about every type Eevee can evolve into plus Dragon, then you'll know what they are. So water is special. Water, fire, electric, obviously, the first 3, and then you've also got your, I really should have saved more. I'm gonna save 1,000,000 times now to make up for it. Psychic type is special, dark type is special, grass, ice, and then fairy didn't exist yet, but presumably if fairy had existed in earlier generations, it would have also been special. And that's all the things Eevee can evolve into, right? Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon. So this person said that because all those already exist and Eevee never evolves into something that was based on a physical type, that they think that there will not be more evolutions of Eevee. But I disagree on 2 grounds. The first of all is that there's no dragon type Eevee, but dragon type in generation 1 through 3 was classified as a special type as well. So we're at least missing like a Dragoon, or I don't know, Dragoon sounds kind of silly, but whatever name they choose. Drakeon. I don't even know, some other word on. I think that definitely there's room for a dragon type Eevee evolution. And I also think that there's no, like, just because the past they were only based on special types, there's no reason why they couldn't start making EVs based on physical types. I mean, like, why not? You know, it's not like that was a written in stone rule, so I think that they could add them. and I think that there's no harm to adding them. I would like to see that, more evolution types for Eevee. Shoot, just had to rearrange windows there. Nope. Don't want to talk to you again. It is interesting to me with the Pokemon games, the things that the creators like clearly really want to stick to canon about, and the things that they are okay with changing. So like for a very long time, evolutions and baby Pokemon always they had, if a Pokemon got an evolution or a baby and a different generation from the generation in which it was introduced, they had like an explanation as to why you couldn't get that beforehand, right? So when they introduced Magmortar and Electivire, you had to get those by using like the special item to trade, right? Like the Magmarizer and the Electivirizer, or whatever it is. So that would explain like why you weren't able to get an Electivire in Kanto previously, because you didn't have Electivizers. So like it clearly really bothered them, the idea of being able to evolve a Pokemon into something in that generation, but it didn't work in that generation. Like that element of the canon was very important to them. And I have to hit this one Thunderbolt again. So crazy that Lapras can learn Thunderbolt. I love it. And same thing with the baby Pokemon. The first round of babies, it was because you couldn't breed Pokemon at all in Red Blue. I'll keep Mist, even though it's useless. I'll be the next one to get rid of, but for now we can keep it. Yeah, so for the first few, like Elekid and Magby and Smoochum and those, it made sense because you couldn't breed at all in Generation 1, so it was okay to add a new Pokemon that was connected to a previous Pokemon because there was a new function. But then when they added, I believe Azurill in Gen 3 was the first one, but then in Gen 4 they added a lot of babies, right? They added Lime Jr., they added Happiny, they added Mantike, I always forget Mantike. Like they added Bonsly, all of a sudden all these Pokemon that previously weren't able to hatch a baby could now hatch a baby, and they were so concerned about like maintaining the canonical concept of how this Pokemon can exist, that they made it so that the only way you can breed those baby Pokemon is by giving a special item called an incense to the parents. So like, this is not the shop, I already got my bicycle. So like, it very clearly bothered the I should have got rid of the Pokeballs too, whatever. It very clearly bothered the creators of Pokemon to have the idea that like, previously all my Chanseys hatched Chanseys, but now for some reason they hatch Happinis. So they like go out of their way to make an item. What am I holding by the way? I thought I had some antidotes, so maybe I used them all. I never actually use the burn heal. I always buy like one burn heal and I never end up needing it. Just spend all the money. Actually, I will go ahead and sell these Pokeballs because I don't need them. Now I can buy myself 2 more potions. Fancy that. Right, so they had this way that if you introduced a new Pokemon in a later generation that was related to Pokemon from a previous generation, there was always an item or some sort of mechanic that previously did not exist that helped to explain why previously that wouldn't work. However, they did break this rule in the new game with the Pokemon, let me think, Leafeon, Glaceon, and I believe Nosepass and Magneton are also like this, where all of these Pokemon used to evolve by leveling up in a particular area, like near a magnetic field for the electric types, near a like a ice rock for Glaceon, and then near like a forest for Leafeon. And so they evolve by just by stone. So in fact they did already break their own rules, right? Because previously a leaf stone would not evolve a Eevee into a Leafeon, right? Even like in this game, you can get leaf stones, you can get Eevee, you cannot get Leafeon. Leafeon was not invented yet. The way they had explained it at the time was that Leafeon needed to evolve in like a special forest. But I guess they might have gotten sick of making forests in every game. But it just seems a little bit unreasonable to me that they decided to break, like they cared about that rule for so long, then they just didn't. But I do think that that shows us that there are no hard and fast rules about how things have to be in Pokemon. So I don't think that they should restrict Eevee from evolving into different types based on this thing that seems to be an unwritten rule or a fan-made rule, that just because that is the case now, I don't think there's any reason to think that it has to be that way forever. But maybe I'm just an optimist and I want to see more Eevee evolutions. Evolutions. Maybe Thunderbolt can't paralyze. I thought Thunderbolt could paralyze. I know definitely like Thundershock can, and I thought Thunderbolt did too. I thought all of them, like I thought even Thunder could paralyze, but maybe I'm just getting bad luck. But I haven't paralyzed at all, and I've been using quite a few of them. This battle is genuinely difficult. What the heck? If I can't paralyze, then it makes more sense. Yeah, okay. This time I thankfully did save. But if I cannot paralyze, then it makes more sense to... I swear like half of this session has been like just battling this one very silly lass. Like, and there was another lass previously that was also giving me a lot of trouble. It's kind of funny. I mean, like 2 seconds later I'm going to get Ice Beam and then everything's gonna be all over. But until I get Ice Beam, I get to deal with this lady. I am literally going to look up Thunderbolt on Bulbapedia right now because I am not understanding why it's not paralyzing. Thunderbolt move. No, it has a 10% chance of paralyzing. So I guess I'm just unlucky right now. Although it does seem to be that if I do this, I am doing better damage. Oh, that's a critical hit, that's why it's better damage. It would also be nice if Aj didn't have to poison powder me. But really what I want is I just want one of them to be paralyzed so I can have at least an extra turn or two where they're not like... Maybe I'll just sing them, actually. Sing is so risky and scary, and it's really annoying if I get poisoned right in the beginning here. Because if they start, if she starts repping us, then we have no way of getting through this battle actually, because Rep plus Poison is actually a very good strategy. And it's been like multiple times now that this one particular junior trainer has been kind of problematic. So that's kind of really funny to think about. Okay. Yeah, I just don't feel like I have time to mess around with Sing. But then Thunderbolt is not doing enough damage either. It's not paralyzing. Okay, good. 2 critical hits is good. Now the final Lapras, the final Bellsprout, that's also at least 3 hits. Ugh. And Wrap can miss too. Oh, a critical hit, this is brutal. Critical hit means it will do a critical hit worth of damage every time. Please just use Growth. Or miss your Wraps. Good job, good. Are you serious? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Finally, down you go. My goodness. I did not deceive you. That line also makes 0 sense. Like, what did I do to quote-unquote deceive this lady? I literally just fought in a battle, and I didn't even fight particularly well because her team is all grass types, and I'm just inches away from having body slam at least, because if I wasn't doing not very effective damage, then at least go my super bug Pokemon. Yeah, this should be NBD. I like to imagine that LAPRAS would also tell us all to remember to hydrate. I was reading this very interesting discussion about water type Pokemon and the water that they can produce, right? Because in the Pokemon world, like, it seems like they just produce water from nowhere. So it's a question, like, is this water drinkable, right? Is this potable water that humans can drink? Like, if you're stuck in a desert with a Squirtle, can you be like, hey Squirtle, use water gun, and then you guys stay alive because he made some water from water gun? Because if so, like, wouldn't Pokemon end up being used as tools to like fight droughts and whatnot? Yes, 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 you may learn Body Slam. Yes, Body Slam time. Very good, very good. Now you have a very good moveset. LAPRAS, this is a very good moveset. I don't know, I anticipate switching up at some point anyways, but this is very, very strong moveset for this early in the game. I'm gonna remember to save this time because I never want to fight that junior trainer again, unless it, you know, it's a different run. But I don't want to fight that junior trainer with my LAPRAS. Let's keep going. This is the blind lady that needs some new glasses because I'm very, very close to her, but she cannot see me. Let's go here. I definitely want to heal up before our lovely journey in Rock Tunnel. So we're making pretty good time. Sorry for the brief delay here. I am literally just opening a map of Rock Tunnel. I'm getting close. I'm getting close to the point where I will be, like, at some point I will just memorize this, right? But it takes a little bit of time. Nope. So then we want to use our repels. I used to be afraid to use my bicycle in here because I was so afraid that I would go the wrong way and, like, accidentally end up in a battle I didn't want to end up in. And Cubone. This should be no problem. Hello, young Pokegamer. Welcome. Good to see you back. How's it going? We finally got a Body Slam on our LAPRAS, so now we can actually do something against grass type Pokemon, which were just really the biggest problem for us until now. Let me just check my map here. Okay, hug this wall. Then you fight the guy that draws Pokemon. Why is it so dark? Because it's the dark tunnel. We don't know where the HM Flash is. We're just kind of bumping around in here. I just like how if you don't have Flash on, it seems like all the trainers are just standing there in the darkness too. Like, you're the only person that figured out how to find the HM Flash. Or in this case, nobody did, so we're all stuck here in the darkness. Alright, so then we go here, we have to fight this lady. Oddish. But now we have Body Slam. Before, we only had first only Bubble Beam, and then we had only Bubble Beam and Thunderbolt. Now we finally have a move that Oddish won't resist. Nice! Nice! Don't poison me. It is spoopy. It is extremely spoopy. And next up is the Ghost Tower, so it only gets spoopier from there. Wow, 2 paralysis in a row. That's pretty good luck. Your growl means nothing to me, Bulbasaur. I am not at all afraid of your growls. Nice. Oh, I lost. Yeah, unfortunately for you, miss, you came across me when I finally had a move that you don't resist. Now let me check my map again. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a guy I want to dodge here. Hug this wall on the right. I'm gonna have to use another repel. Dodge a guy here. Okay, different floor. Down here. I have considered potentially trying a blindfold run, and it would be like this but worse, so it'd be kind of interesting to see. Then here, then I have to fight this guy. Can you beat my power? Yes. Absolutely, because I believe this is the guy with the, his Pokemon all explode. However, unfortunately for him, I have Bubble Beam, so I'm just gonna bowl right over this guy. It's very interesting, this one trainer sticks out in my mind because he is either like a total pushover if you have something with like a water type move or a grass type move, or he's like hell on earth because he, like if you only have normal type moves, for instance, or something like that, you're using like an electric type or something, then his Pokemon take forever to knock out, and all of his Pokemon can explode. I can't remember if it's self-destruct or explosion, but they know one of those moves where you knock out yourself and you do a very high amount of damage. And I believe explosion even like lowers your defense. Their explosion lowers your defense, so it's really, really hard to get past him if you don't have a way to knock out his Pokemon quickly, basically. But we do have a way to knock out his Pokemon quickly today, so that's awesome. Okay, and we're just gonna keep going here. Dodge, there's a guy there to dodge. Well, we are very close. I feel like the Dark Tunnel gets faster every time as I get a little bit more familiar with it. I do use a map, but yeah, I have to fight this person. But this is the last one. Yeah, I do use a map, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that section. Down you go. Wow. Lapras is pretty strong now. No! Not sleep, anything but sleep, no, no. I'm in a rush. Come on, Lapras, wake up. Now is not a time for a nappers. Please wake up. Please wake up. I would greatly appreciate it if you wake up. This Odyssey is going to like completely heal its health back from my Lapras before she wakes up. Hey, good job! Good morning, Lapras. This is not even gonna knock it out. Oh, oh! Very good, very good. That was a perfect critical hit timing. I'm very proud of you, Lapras. You were kind of freaking us out a little bit in the middle there, but we made it through. This is really good time actually so far. In a lot of the runs, I don't make it out of the Dark Tunnel. I guess it's called Rock Tunnel? There's a cave called Dark Cave, that's what I'm thinking of. usually I don't make it that far out of this in this amount of time, so Lapra's doing pretty solid right now. I have to think about which move do I want to replace, because the first thing I'm gonna want to do here is get myself Ice Beam now that I'm through the tunnel. Let me check her attack versus special. So her special is better than her attack, but not by like a crazy amount. Let me see her base stats. What are your base stats? Yeah, it's a base attack of 85 versus a base special of 95. So the question is, what do I need Body Slam for, right? Like things that are, because my grass types, if I have Ice Beam, I can use that. Is there anything else? I think that might be the right call. Body Slam, because Body Slam is really good, so it kind of feels weird to remove it, but at the same rate, I feel like I would rather keep Thunderbolt. Well, Thunderbolt and Ice Beam though, what does Thunderbolt do that Ice Beam doesn't? Water types. So between the those three, I think I will have really good type coverage. And always fight the rambling gambling dude. He is a rambling gambling dude. Oh, this is gonna be a pushover. I forgot he has the Growlithe, that's right. Oh, Growlithe, you were a good boy, but it wasn't meant to be. And Vulpix, he has both. So he must have traded with a friend, because in these games you can only get one or the other. I believe Growlithe is in red and Vulpix is in blue, I think. I'm like 80% confident of that. It might be the other way around. Just cut some trees. Here's a fun little thing that everyone knows. If you cut here, that takes away the grass. I don't really need to do that. I just like, I love blowing people's minds with that if they haven't seen that. A lot of people know it by now, but a lot of people still don't know it. Because it doesn't feel like it should be a thing you should be able to do. So theoretically, if you were stuck on a route with like a lot of grass, you could just hack away all the grass to get through it more easily. But at that point, it's like you might as well just, you know, go to a Pokemon Center or something. I think that's why they got rid of the cutting grass like that later on. I mean, maybe I should actually just get rid of Sing. Because Sing is so unreliable. Yeah, it is, right? It's satisfying to cut the grass. Is it the Sling or Body Slam? I'm like in my head going through each type of Pokemon and thinking about, you know, I think I do want a strong physical move for Sabrina. I also feel very bitter about Sing right now because so far Sing has been about 20% accuracy for me. Like I was counting the number of times Sing was missing and it was way more than it should be. So, but if I don't have Sing, then I won't have any status moves at all. Oh, but I get Confuse Ray later. I mean, I'm gonna have to question myself again when I get Confuse Ray, so. I guess this is a good problem to have, the fact that Lapras learns like too many good moves. Hold on. Cool. Thanks for the Ice Beam. Yeah, I'm gonna replace Sing for now. I was getting very, very agitated with how but I do like having that option. But I think for Pokemon with a high special stat, I think I really do need to keep a strong physical attack, especially because Lapras's physical attack stats. I'm just gonna get rid of Sing. We'll just see how it goes. Because for Pokemon that have a high special stat, especially in this game where special is not divided into special attack and special defense, right? It's just special. So anything like any kind of like Alakazam type Pokemon that have a high special, it's good to have a physical attack. Because their physical defense is usually pretty poor. What do I want to do next? I guess I'll just go right to the Rocket Game corner. There's Erica too, but they're both in the same city. I might as well do this first. Erica's slightly scary because grass types, but I do have my Ice Beam now. Okay, just open up my Rocket Hideout map. Ice Beam is poggers, definitely. Like Ice Beam is so good. Even to this day, I feel like Ice Beam is it's just like, it just feels good to use. It's just such a like reliable move. It has that small chance of freezing, which is cool. A lot of things are weak to ice. And actually, I should just start using Ice Beam now. No, but I only have 10 Ice Beams. I don't want to waste them all on a lowly rocket. But in general, I do think Ice Beam has a higher base power than Bubble Beam. Out of the way, Rocket. Dang. Yeah, I was commenting earlier that they don't use particles. So they say things like, I was filling out Pokedex instead of, I was filling out the Pokedex. And then he's the same thing, like, I better tell boss instead of I better tell the boss. Ice is a really good attacking type. Yeah, I always thought it's unfortunate that it's not a very good defensive type because it is. I really do like Ice. It's one of my favorite types, but it seems like most Ice type Pokemon are really, like, they have too many weaknesses. They're too fragile. So you end up just using like water type Pokemon that have an Ice type. I mean, Lapras has both, right? Yeah, Lapras has water and Ice, so that's kind of interesting. But let me just check my map here. We go down, and then I remember you go first down to the lower basement. And then I think, yeah, there's like an iron to pick up in here, but mostly I don't need to pick up items in here. They get very tempting because you see a lot of items when you're moving around on these warp panels, but or not really warp panels, but like spinny panels. But most of them I do not need. And I think I can avoid this rocket? I think? Yeah. It looks like he should be able to see you, but he can't, so that's cool. And then here is, yeah, HP up is the other item. I actually don't think these items make a huge difference, but I mean, if they do a little bit. And then there's the terrible TMs in here. Razor Wind, Horn Drill. The elevator doesn't work. Who has the lift key? Now let's see if Ice Beam does more. Yeah, definitely. I can actually, I guess, check the page with Lapras's learn set here. Which page is that on? Alright, I'm not gonna check that page right now because I would have to look up a lot of things. I'll just keep my map open for this area, even though I'm pretty much almost done. This little area actually isn't that, it's really not that bad if you have a map to show you which spinners to choose. Shoot, I picked up the TM anyways, even though I knew I didn't need it. And then you talk to this guy and he says, oh no, I dropped the lift key, and he dropped it directly on top of me. I think normally they expect you to talk to him from the other side, but it's funny to me that he still drops it in the same spot regardless of which side you talk to him from. There is that rare candy is useful, or it can be useful. We already had to use the first 2 rare candies, which is very unusual. Alright, this is the more... Yeah, there's like a nugget there I don't need, there's a moonstone, there's a TM for horn drill. It's just a bunch of items I don't need. It feels weird to see all these items and not pick them up, but I won't use them. And then I think it's this one, that one, then this one, and then this one. Okay. I believe that's pretty much it for the confusing spinning puzzles for this area. And then I actually don't need to go there, I need to go here. And go down to this floor. Do I have any like status or anything? No, I think I can just do this. How can you not see the beauty of our evil? I always thought the Team Rocket, the things they say are very overly dramatic. They actually changed what Team Rocket says on the TV show, and I forget what the new thing is, but I don't like it as much. But even the old one was really weird. To denounce the evils of truth and love, like what does that mean? Like what is evil about love? Like, I feel like they're just saying random words. I actually don't remember what happens when you use a TM to learn a move at a lower level than you would learn it naturally, because Lapras does learn Ice Beam naturally, but at like level 38. So I'm not sure if when she gets to level 38 if it's going to say anything, or if they're just kind of skip over it because I'll already have the Ice Beam. Ayaya. It's also weird that these guys don't really walk up to you, like you have to initiate a conversation with them. Sansura is too cute for Team Rocket to have. I was a little worried about PowerPoint management, but honestly, we really have a lot of PowerPoints now because we have a lot of move options. So that is really cool. It's really scary, especially early game when you only, especially because for a long time we only had water gun. That was really scary because it was very easy to run out. Like if you only have 25 water guns. I will save here. I have an inkling suspicion that this battle is going to be very manageable, but let's see. I must say, I am impressed you got here. What is funny for people that do use the glitch and they do skip this whole section is when you talk to Giovanni during the Sylph Company thing, which is not skippable. He's just like, we meet again. But if you skipped this part, then you actually never met him before. So what he says doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is... I almost feel bad for Giovanni. Like, he's supposed to be very intimidating, but the problem is, it's like they thought that rock-type Pokemon were very intimidating people, but they forgot that rock-type is weak to like literally the most common type, right? Like weak to water. And then the walk ground types are 4 times weak. Wow, that ice beam actually, I mean, I don't know if I was expecting it to 1-hit KO or not, but it did a good amount of damage. Down we go. We are getting really far for a first segment. Like, Lapras is really good. She might be out, I think she's outperforming everyone else so far. I think she's even outperforming Jinx. Pick up the Sylph Scope. And then we just dig our way through the floor again. Which apparently also involves spinning around in circles. Oh, oops. I forgot to heal in Celadon, I guess. I mean, I could just go and do the Sylph Tower first, but I think I do want to... No, you know what? Why don't I just do the Sylph Tower first? I will heal, but... I was thinking I would want to do Erica first, but there's not really advantage, especially because I still am weak to her grass type, so probably it makes more sense to do Sylph. Not Sylph, why do I keep saying Sylph? The Pokemon Tower. I think the unfortunate thing about this particular rival battle is I believe the game expects you to exit the rock tunnel and then try to enter this tower before you realize that you cannot see the ghosts, and then you go to do the Rocket Game Corner. But if you know in advance that you have to do that before you do this, then and you beat Rocket Game Corner first, then his team is going to be really weak by comparison. So scary. You mean the Pokemon Tower? There's a lot of interesting like creepypasta about Pokemon Tower, and like the music making people go crazy, and like haunted game cartridges and stuff. There's no reason to be scared. We've got our Lapras. And she is just gonna kind of bowl through everything. Yeah, so this is why I think it was a good idea to keep Body Slam. Because that Kadabra probably could survive some of my special attacks. But Lapras' learn set is really strong. I had not realized that she can learn Thunderbolt. I was very surprised when I saw that. So that's pretty cool. You stinker. There's always the story about also like because he has Eradicate, right, on the SSN, and then you come here and his Eradicate is no longer in his party. So like a lot of people think that his Eradicate passed away and he came here to like pay respects to his Eradicate. But I always thought, I was like, that's silly, because I think he just stopped using Eradicate because he had better Pokemon. But somebody did point out to me that he has a gap on his team, right? He has like 5 Pokemon there, so there's no reason for him to have gotten rid of his Eradicate, so maybe his Eradicate did pass away. But I still think he just put the Eradicate away because it's not as strong as his other Pokemon, personally. I wonder if I can make it to the top of the tower today. Probably I'll just go ahead and make it to the tower and then stop there, which is amazing. So some of the runs we didn't even make it to the beginning of the rock tunnel. A lot of the runs we made it just through the rock tunnel, like for the first session of the other runs. But this run, we already made it past the whole entire rock tunnel and the rocket hideout, and we're getting pretty close to doing the ghost tower too. I mean, if I end it strictly at 3 hours, then we're gonna be a little bit short of finishing the ghost tower. But very close. The elixir is very useful for later. Oh shoot, I forgot to use a repel. That'll slow me down a little bit. I like Cubone. I always like to find a Cubone because it's kind of hard to find. Like, the odds of seeing Cubone are lower than a lot of the other ones. And then I can dodge that lady entirely. Then we've got a healing square. For people that want to do like no heal challenges, you can actually fight this on the upper right over there, that channeler, and she will move out of the way so you can go around that way. Shoot, I did not need to fight that battle, I think. Maybe I did, maybe I did. I don't know, I think I walked a step too far. She just has one ghastly, I'll just deal with it. Cool. And I think this is okay. Nugget's not super important, but sometimes it can be useful to have some money at towards the end of the game for more like healing items. Really, key. They use that exact quote in Pokemon Go when you're fighting a Team Rocket member that is using ghost type Pokemon. Before the battle, they say to you, key, like that. Which is really interesting because it was originally not said by Team Rocket but by a channeler, but they must have really liked that one pre-battle quote that they wanted to reuse it. It's okay, dude! Ghastly isn't that scary. He's just a friendly little, friendly ghost. Which face? I want to know what the channeler's hat is. Like, is that a hat? Is that a hairstyle? I don't know what they're wearing on their head. I don't know what that thing in their hand is. They're all very confusing. I think I cannot dodge this one. Yeah, Oofqua you have to fight, I remember, because I don't know what Oofqua sounds like. The scary dude, have you seen the Golbat sprite? This sprite, to me, it just looks like somebody used an airbrush, like an airbrush tool in Photoshop or something, and just been like stamp. Like, that's all it doesn't look like there's any solid part to him. The Golbat sprite is definitely the scariest though. I think I'll stop like right at the cute Marowak, and I will look at the horrifying Golbat sprite. Or maybe I just won't finish this battle because I'll keep hitting myself in confusion. Come on, Lappers. Just a little bit longer. Good job, good job. Wow, we're really leveling up pretty quickly. Yeah, so now do I want to use Confuse Ray? But like, what do I get rid of? I think I'm just gonna keep the all-out offensive here, honestly. It seems to be working better. Rather than having to like rely on RNG. So while we're in the menu, we want to talk about horrifying. Where is Gold? Oh, I didn't see a Golbat yet. Okay, so I cannot show the most horrifying sprite. So our souls will be saved today from that horrifying experience, but eventually I will see a Golbat. I think it's definitely like at least Agatha uses it, and I think some required Team Rockets use them too. The ghost is pretty spooky. It's always kind of frustrating you cannot catch this Marowak because it's a pretty good Pokemon, like it's pretty high level. And that's it. And for some reason, that helps Marowak feel better. Alright, you're welcome, Marowak. Yeah, so I think I will stop here for today. Thank you very much for everyone for joining. Thanks for stopping by, Young Pokegamer.
I stream at 1 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 1 p.m. is California, USA time, so that's 4 p.m. on the east coast of the USA, or you should be able to extrapolate to your time zone from there. If anybody watching has not clicked that follow button yet, please do if you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing everyone next time. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye bye.